In an SEC filing on April 8th, 2024, TKO reported that Vincent Kennedy McMahon has agreed to sell more than 300 million shares of TKO stock. Last month, he made 2 sales involving a total of more than $500 million worth of shares. Last November 2023, he sold approximately 670 million shares of TKO stock. Ladies and gentlemen, netted about $2 billion worth of TKO/WWE stock. And the million-dollar question everyone has in mind, what's Vince gonna do with all that money? Is he gonna create another wrestling company? Or is he gonna create a competition to the XFL? One of his passions that he's had for so many years. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in this video I'm going to tell you what I would do if I was Vince. Vincent Kennedy McMahon has $2 billion worth of money in his bank account. What to do? What to do is a $1 million question. And ladies and gentlemen, if I was Vincent Kennedy McMahon, what I would do is pay off all the girls that I've potentially had sex with and that could accuse me or allegedly accuse me of sexual misconduct. All the female referees, all the female wrestlers, all the female employees of the WWE that I have ever, and I mean ever, interacted sexually or gone on a date or have been inappropriate in any way or form via text, via video, via email, or via social networks. Let's be sincere, Vince McMahon has had a bad track record, or a known track record, of being a flirt, of cheating on Linda McMahon, and that's okay. Well, not really, it's not okay, but it's okay because we already knew that. What we didn't know is that there were going to be women that would sign NDAs. So if I was Vince, I'd cover my ass, make sure to make the payouts, make sure to get the best lawyers to help me get rid of all my female problems. I know it's weird to say, but yeah, it's time to fix that. It's a bad way to go out in life when you have NDAs and sexual accusations that go to court and that are cases, public cases that are known to everybody. Step 2, what am I good at? I've always been a heel. I've always been a mastermind of wrestling. Yes, wrestling is in my veins. My dad was a promoter of the WWF, and then I took over and became the owner of the WWE. I was great at storytelling. I was great at creating passionate storylines and creating stars as wrestlers. Should I become a wrestling promoter? Yes, why not? The guy is consistent. He's been working out for so many years. He loves to work out. He loves wrestling. He loves manipulating storylines and creating stars. What I would do if I was him, I would either associate myself with a small company or buy some wrestling company in Japan that needs my help, or around the world. That would be what I would do. Obviously, I'm not going to pay billions of dollars for it, but a couple $100 million. Have the passion and have the ability to mastermind the game of wrestling, and maybe down the line sell it again at a higher price. Or maybe I could buy something like Bellator and compete against the UFC, compete against the TKO group. He loves fights, men wrestling against each other, men fighting against each other and beating the crap out of each other. He knows production, he knows how to tell a story, but in the UFC MMA type of fight like Bellator, he could actually, and I mean actually, provide the appropriate knowledge for an amazing show, a pay-per-view show, while also not worrying about the storylines. He doesn't have to do storylines, so an MMA organization would be great. Another wrestling company would be great. It doesn't mean you have to be a juggernaut, but if you could push it into a frontier, into a future that more eyes will be watching, that more people will be sitting down at main events, at fight arenas to see your product. Vincent Kennedy McMahon could come in and do that. Another thing that I would recommend for Vincent Kennedy McMahon would actually be something interesting and something fun. And that would be an advisor. How would it work? Well, you have a guy named Tony Khan, who's the second most powerful wrestling promoter in the world with AEW. Give Tony Khan, you have some money, why not cash them out and bring in Vince and have him show you the ropes? You're a passionate owner that loved Vince McMahon's product when it was the 90s and early 2000s. Why not bring him in? Give some competition to the WWE. That's what I would do. Would I do football? Hell no, you already sold the XFL. Football, there is no other bigger juggernaut than the NFL. And the XFL and USFL, they can't beat it. We know that. So they have a sub-G League type of program for the NFL. And there is no way that a third company is going to come in under Vince McMahon and try to compete against the XFL, SFL, USAFL, and the NFL. That's why Vincent Kennedy McMahon needs to stick to his guns. Wrestling. Fights. That's the way to go. Because if you retire, you're not going to have anything to do except women. And you don't want that. You need more, pal. You need more. Let me know what you think. What would you do if you were Vincent Kennedy McMahon? Tell me in the comment area. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow.